let's quickly look at the key election issues and where each party stands. First, we have the topic of migration and asylum. As I mentioned previously in the video, AfD, which represents the German far right, wants mass deportations under their remigration plan. They would reject asylum seekers outright at the border, and they generally spread anti-immigrant rhetoric, blaming foreigners for economic issues. A lot of experts fear that such anti-immigrant rhetoric could scare off a lot of skilled immigrants that Germany so desperately needs. As for CDU, CSU, or the German center-right, they are less extreme than AfD. However, they are increasingly adopting anti-immigrant positions. For example, they support tighter border controls and rejecting asylum seekers at the border. Moving on to SPD, which are the center-left, they support skilled migration. However, they have been hesitant about defending asylum seeker or refugee rights under the pressure from the right wing. At the same time, at least they support EU-wide migration solutions rather than taking unilateral measures. As for the Greens at the center-left, they are officially pro-immigration. However, in practice, they have sometimes compromised on stricter asylum rules while in coalition. They still support skilled immigration and refugee rights, but as I mentioned, they have watered down their stance due to pressure from FDP and CDU. Then we have Die Linke at far left. They are fully pro-immigration and asylum rights. They support abolishing deportations, better refugee integration, and stronger anti-discrimination policies for migrants. I will also quickly cover FDP, which support targeted skilled migration, digital systems, like a points-based immigration system. They support also a controlled asylum system and advocate for European cooperation. As for Sarah Wagenknecht's party, she has taken a more cautious stance on migration. She advocates for the integration of existing migrants, and she has frequently critiqued open border policies as detrimental to lower-income citizens. Now let's take a look at a very important topic, which is the economy and social policies. Starting with AfD, they are very pro-business. Just surprising knowing that a big chunk of their voters is lower to middle income. It seems like some people don't know what they're voting for. But anyway, they want to cut taxes for the wealthy and corporations, and they also oppose minimum wage increase. Similarly, CDU-CSU wants to cut taxes on businesses. They oppose new wealth taxes, and they prioritize economic development over social spending. SPD on paper wants to tax the rich. However, they've been quite timid in execution. Overall, they support modest social spending and minimum wage increase. The Greens have a slightly more radical approach. They vouch for wealth tax on the super rich, a 15 euro minimum wage, stronger labor rights, and investment in infrastructure and digitalization. Die Linke stand for radical redistribution. They want massive tax increases on millionaires and corporations, nationwide rent cap, which they have already done in Berlin, free daycare and school lunches, and universal healthcare expansion.